So, coming back to this, so this is where we left off. Okay, we're going to be doing a continuation to the next problem, right? Because in this case, number 2 asks for to continue from above, and your inventory method is still perpetual FIFO. But we have one thing here where it says on May 31st, you had a total of 100 units on hand. So by looking at the previous section here, we do in fact have 100 items, and it's at $3.8269, etc., etc. So at least my total is $382.69. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to carry that number over into our inventory worksheet here. And I'm even going to add the date here saying that this is May 31st. Right? And I'm going to go ahead and add that into my inventory on hand. So I have 100 units, right, which cost, let's see what the total is here. $38269. Okay. Which should give us a total. Oh, I put everything in the wrong cells. Okay, let's do this again. So 38269. Okay. And we have 100 units left. All right, and this is going to be $1.38269. Okay, good. And you know what? We'll even carry the color over. So we're going to start off with red once again because that's the color that we left off on. So now we carried our beginning inventory, and here it acts as if it was on May 31st. Okay. As always, the number 1 rule there is you're going to carry the information across. Okay. So let's see here on June 5th, we end up purchasing another 800 units at $4 each, freight costing $100. So $800, $4, and it is $100 freight. So it is June 5th. We're purchasing 800 units at $4 with a freight of $100. So in this case, right, what is going to be my total purchases?
$3,200.
$3,200 plus $100 gives me a total cost of
$3,300.
33, which then gives me a cost per item to be
$4.125.
Okay, so this is where we need to be very, very careful because in this case, we have a split penny going on. So this is where it's going to throw off most of your calculations because if you have a split penny going on, you have to make that executive decision. Are you going to round up for the cost of goods sold, or are you going to round up for the inventory on hand? In most cases, you're always going to round the cost of goods sold. Okay, so in this case, this is one of those things that you have to keep an eye on because it is a split penny. All right. Okay, so now that we have that batch of inventory, we're going to transfer the information along. Saying that you have 800 units at $4.12, which gives you a total of 3,300 units. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this yellow. We're going to make it yellow. Just so then you can kind of tell the difference between the colors. Okay. So then let's take a look at the next section here. So June 7th, we end up selling 350 units at $10.50. So 350 is what we sold. Okay. 6, 7, we sold 350 units on June 7th. Okay. So let's take a look at the batches of inventory. Which one are we going to be taking out from first? The first 100, which we know is the 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and just throw this number in there. Equal round it. Okay, which we know to be $382.69. Okay, which I'm going to go ahead and eliminate that out from my red batch here. So in this case, right, you could do it this way. Another way that you could also do it too is instead of doing that, you could highlight this. All right, I'll do that next time. But in this case, so I'm going to go ahead and eliminate this. You know exactly what I took out. All right, so that's 0, right, at 382.69, which we sold the 382.69, so that should have left you with 0. And this was my red batch of inventory. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and come up here and we're going to eliminate that. Oops. I think this was 3. Oh man, hold on. I messed up a lot. So 3. 38269 divided by 100. There you go. So then that becomes 0. Or in this case, it's supposed to be like this. 0. All right. And then now that we eliminated my red, I have yellow. Okay. Yellow. So how many items do I need to sell from my yellow batch to get a total of the 350, I think. Yeah, 350. I sold 350. So how many more do I need to sell?
$250.
We need to sell 250. Okay, so there you go. I'm making that so that I know that that's a calculation. So 100 plus 250 gives you 350. Okay. Now in this case, what's my cost per item for my yellow batch? Right? 4 and 12.5 cents. So what is my total cost of goods sold here for selling the 250 items at $4.12.5?
$1,031.25.
$1,031.25. Good. Okay. And once again, I'm going to eliminate that from my 800 items. So what's my total amount that I should have left remaining?
$550.
550. Okay. So the same thing again here. We're going to carry down that I have 3,300 minus this 131.25 gives me a total remaining left of
$2,268.75.
good. Okay, and this was all the yellow batch. Okay, so therefore, right, I no longer have 800 items, right? I only have 550, which should be calculated to 2268.75. Good. Good. Okay. So that means when we sold the 350 items, it gave us a grand total of 1413.94. Okay. All right, so now that we sold the batches of inventory on June 7th, on June 10, we end up purchasing 750 more units at $4.25 each with a freight of 75. So 750 to, okay, so here, 750 at $4.25 with a freight of 75. So 75 at 425, freight of 75. Okay. And this was on June 10. So, what is going to be my total purchase price?
$3187.50.
3187.50 plus 75 gives us a total cost of
62.50.
good. Bringing my cost per item to be
$4.35.
$4.35 even, right? This one came out even. All right. So let's again plug that number into my inventory on hand side. So I know that I have another batch of inventory left available on hand. Okay. And this, I'm going to make this batch, we'll make it green. Okay. Green. All right. All right, let's see what's next. Then on June 12th, we end up selling another 450 units at $10.50. So we sold 450 units on June 12th. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at our batch of inventory again. So in this case, which batch of inventory am I going to be selling out first?
Yellow batch.
Okay, which gives me a total cost of
$1,856.25.
1,856.25. And so therefore, I'm going to take my yellow batch of the 550 at 2268.75, and I'm going to go ahead and eliminate that 450, right? So how much should I have remaining?
100.
$100, or sorry, 100 units. Okay, 2268.75 minus your 1856.25 should give you a remaining balance of
412.50.
412.50. All right, and this right here belongs to your yellow batch of inventory. Okay. So once again, all we have left is 100 units all right, at $4 and 12.5 cents, giving you a total remaining of $412.50. Good. So then let's see what happened next on June 15th. We end up selling an additional 500 units at $10.50. Okay. So we sold another 500 units. Right? So let's take a look at our inventory. Right? What do we have left? Which one are we going to sell out first?
The remaining 100 of the yellow.
Remaining 100 of the yellow. Right? So that means this is another calculation, right? We need to get a total of 500, right? 500 minus 100 gives you 400. And this is a calculation. Okay, so we know that we're going to eliminate all 500 items. All 500 items. So in this case, my yellow batch is at $4.12.5, which should give you a total of your $412.50, which we can go ahead and eliminate that right away from my inventory to leave you 0. Okay, and this belongs to the yellow batch of inventory. Okay. And we're going to go up here and eliminate that 100 from this batch. So now all I have left is the 750 batch remaining, which is the green batch in our inventory. And here we need to sell 400 of those items. So in this case, right, what's my cost per item going to be? Good, which gives me a total cost of $2,175. I did not get that. Okay, hold on. We sold 400 items at $4.35 each. $17.40. Okay. So now we're going to carry our green batch down. We're going to eliminate 400 from that. So what should I have remaining? 350. Okay. If I started with 3,262.50 and I just sold 17.40, how much should I have left?
1522.50.
1522.50. Good. And this is all the green batch. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and eliminate this up here for the 750 because I no longer have 750. I have 350 left, which should give me a total of the 1522.50. Good. And here I recognize that I sold a total of 500 units at a grand total of $21.52.50. Okay. All right, so then here on June 20th, we end up purchasing 600 units at $4.05. Okay. With the freight costing you $20. So 600 units at $4.05 with a freight of $20. So we got 600 at 405 with a freight of 20 on June 20. Yes, June 20, 600, 405, and $20. Okay. So what's my purchase price going to be here?
$2,430.
2,430 plus 20,
2,450.
2,450, bringing my cost per item to be
$4.083.
okay. So it's going to be 3333333 going all the way down. Okay. So once again, I'm going to add that into my inventory on hand. So now I have an additional 600 items. Okay. Which should give me a total cost of $2,450. Okay. And I'm going to highlight this because it's my next batch of inventory, and I'm going to make this blue. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and also highlight that this is blue. Okay. So then let's go ahead and see what has happened next on the 22nd of June. 22nd of June, we sold another 250 units. Okay? We sold another 250 units at $10.50. Okay? So we sold 250 on June 22nd. So in this case, let's take a look at my batch of inventory. What do I actually have left?
$950.
We have a total of 950, but which batch of inventory are we going to sell out first?
The 350 under green.
Yes, we are going to take out from our green. In this case, we're only taking 250 out from the green, which we know the green is $4.35 each. So then in this case, what's my total amount here? Oops, sorry, I pressed enter. What's my total amount that I sold for the 250 items at $4.35 each?
$1,087.50.
$1,087.50. So once again, I'm going to eliminate that 250. So how much should I have remaining?
100 units.
Okay, if I started out with 1522.50 and I sold 1,087.50, how much should I have remaining?
$434.5. So
Yes, we should have a remaining balance of 435, which we know that this is related to our green batch of inventory. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and go up to our inventory on hand, and we're going to plug in $100, which should give us 435 even. Okay. Okay. Then on the 25th, we end up purchasing a last batch of inventory for $350. I'm sorry, 350 units at $4.35 with the freight costing 50. So 350, 435, and 50. 350 at 435 and 50. Okay. On May 25th. Oh no, June 25th, sorry. So in this case, what is my total purchase price here?
$1522.50.
$1522.50. All right, plus $50.
$1572.50.
$1572.50, bringing my cost per item to be
4.49285.
good. 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 So again, last but not least, we gotta plug this in here one last time. So we have now 350 units. Okay. At a total, at a cost per item of $4.4928, which should give me a total cost of the $1572.50. And I'm just going to go ahead and highlight this. And once again, we are going to select this purple color. Hopefully it's not dark enough. Okay. All right. Okay. Actually, I think that's dark. Is that too dark for you guys?
Little bit.
A little bit. So how about
It's better.
that one? Is that better? This one?
Yeah, we can see better.
Okay. I don't think that even made a difference.
No, it's not that. It wasn't that one. It was lighter now that you put before. But
Okay, so you want the lighter one. This one.
there we go.
That's too close to the previous batch though. That's too close to the other batch of inventory. I guess I'll do that. At least we can kind of see the slight difference, right? Between the blue and the purple.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, let's go ahead and see what was the very last thing that we did. We sold a total of 550 units. So that means by June 30th, we should have a total of 500 units left on hand. So we sold 550 units. On June 27th. Okay. So 550 units. So let's take a look at our batches of inventory. We still have 3 remaining. All right. Now in this case, let's see which batch are we going to take out from first?
The green batch.
We're going to take the green batch. Okay. Okay, so that means this is going to be another calculation because we need to get to a total of 550 units. Okay, so that means we need to sell 450 units from the next batch. Okay. So let's see, that 100 items is a total of $4.35 each, which should give you, which we already know because we already calculated it, that this was $435, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly eliminate that real quick. Okay, to bring that down to 0, right? 435 minus 435 should give you 0. And this was the green batch of inventory. Okay. Which, once again, we're going to go up here and we're going to eliminate it from my inventory on hand. So that means the next batch of inventory I'm going to be taking out from is going to be the blue batch for a total of 450 units. So my 450 units, at what cost per item is my blue batch of inventory? Okay. Again, at what cost per item is my blue batch of inventory?
The $4.08.
Yeah, 8333333. Yes. Okay. And so then what is my total cost of goods sold for selling 450 items at 4083333?
$1,837.50.
1,008. Good. Okay. So therefore, I'm going to take my 600 of blue and I'm going to eliminate 450. So therefore, how much should I have left?
100.
100.
50.
150. Good. If I started out with 2,450 and I sold 1,837.50, how much should I have left?
612.50.
612.50. And this is the blue batch of inventory. Which then I'm going to go ahead and eliminate. So now I'm down to 150. So now I should have $612.50. Okay. Which then at the very end of the day, right, we said that we should have a total cost or a total ending inventory of 500 units, which in this case, the 150 plus 350 gives you your 500 at a total of 2,185. Oops, this one. A total of $2,185. And this is a calculation. Okay, that's your total ending inventory. Is 500 units at $2,185. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Any questions in regards to calculating FIFO with perpetual inventory?
No.
Okay. Totaled up those 550 units to be a total of $2,272.50. Okay. So that is it for today. Tomorrow, right, we're going to dive right into 8.2, okay, which is the same thing except we're going to be doing LIFO instead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to eliminate this middle section here so we don't see all this clutter or colors. But I just want to make sure that whatever method that works for best for you to keep track of your inventory, once again, because this is the very first problem, if I post the answers and this whole middle section is blank, it's gonna be kind of hard to tell what happened and how we eliminated stuff like that. So this is for practice purposes, and it's just so then when you redo this problem, you know what to do. Okay? But as we progress through each scenario and each exercise, we're gonna slowly eliminate each and every single step there. So then we make it a little more easier. Okay? If there's no questions, then you guys are free to go. And we'll just resume lesson again tomorrow with 8.2.